Cybernetics, and we're here today to talk about setting up Windows 11 on the Asus Zenbook 14 with AMD's Ryzen 7 5800H processor, model number UM425QA. So let's get started. We will quickly walk through the Windows 11 setup process, and if you stick around to the end of the video, we'll reveal how to avoid two security oversights that most people make in reference to biometrics and the administrator account. The first thing you're presented with is your area or location. Here we're in the United States. And then pick your keyboard layout. All right, of course it wants to connect to a network. Next. Sit back and relax while the magic happens. So it's going to complete the updates and then restart your computer. Okay, so you get a standard license agreement. And you can select whether you want to set it up for work or school or set up for personal use. So in this case, we're going to set it up for personal use. All right, you can add a Microsoft account at this point. And note that if you have your account secured with a security key, you can actually select a security key. This is what they call the Windows Hello. You have the opportunity to use facial recognition to sign into Windows if that's what you choose to do. While it's convenient, all this thumbprint, facial recognition, no matter what they tell you that no one can get to that, no one can hack it. At some point, we all know that everything they've told us that is not hackable has been hacked. So now if you think about that, if you're going to use your face or your thumbprint, any type of biometrics, retina scan to sign into something, and that gets hacked, you're not getting new fingerprints or a new face or a new retina, hopefully not anyway, because now the hackers have your biometric information, and I don't even want to contemplate the amount of havoc they could cause with your life once they've hacked your biometric information. So you need to think carefully and judiciously about whether you trust that this information that you're going to use to sign in your computer will not ultimately be hacked and used against you. My personal opinion is you should stay away from all of the biometric authentication methods that they have available, and wherever possible, use a hardware security key that you physically have to have in your possession. So now we're creating a PIN. Privacy settings. You have to decide whether you want your location being tracked. I'm not sure how you can use Find My Device and not have your location turned on, but let's find out. Okay, select all the ways you plan to use your computer. Back up your files with OneDrive. Okay, so you've entered your PIN and now it's doing the final setup. This might take a while, so go have another cup of coffee. Okay, so you've completed the final setup, restart, and this is where it's at. Now the thing to keep in mind, when you set this up initially, it's going to default to an administrator account. So this account that you're in, that you've set up, is an administrator account. It's not smart to log into your administrator account because nefarious programs could be downloaded to your machine and installed with administrator account privileges. So it's always best to use a user account that does not have admin privileges when you log into your system. What I recommend is you do come in here and create a common user account. And what you'll say is add other user. And if you don't want to tie it to a Microsoft account, you can just say, I don't have this person's sign-in information. Add a user without a Microsoft account. Just put in common user. You'll have to enter a password. And it will force you to come down here and answer these security questions. So you can decide whether you want legitimate answers for somebody to be able to recover the account if they forgot the password, or if you don't want to put answers in here, just dummy it up. Okay, so now you've got a common user. And now you can say change account type, and now it's a standard user. See, it's not an admin user. So the setup for the Windows 11 by default is an administrator. You should set up a common user account and use that even when you're installing programs. What will happen is you'll have to enter the administrator password, but that's okay. Better to have to do that than to be logged in administrator and something get downloaded that you didn't want and installed and damage your machine. So that's a key important point to consider when you're setting up Windows 11. That completes the Windows 11 setup on the Asus Zenbook 14 with AMD's 5800H processor. If you have any questions, please post them below. Hope you will consider subscribing and have a great and wonderful automation day.